Hello, my name is Dylan Chambers, and today I'll be telling you about my leadership project and what I've learned from it and how it's helped me grow as a leader. For my leadership project, I worked with the Cache Valley Humanitarian Center to help them gather plastic bags, and then I worked with them in all steps of this process to create sleeping mats for the homeless people around Cache Valley. I was involved in all steps of this process, from working together with my team to gather as many plastic bags as we could, to sorting the bags into different stacks, cutting them into strips, tying these strips into these ropes, and then eventually weaving these strands into those sleeping pads that I will show. So why did I choose this project? For me, there are over 150 people in Cache Valley that are experiencing some degree of homelessness. And this is a lot of people, more than I thought there was originally. And these pads provide a barrier between them and the ground, which can increase comfort, especially in the colder winter weather. These pads can cause a much up to 20 to 30 degrees difference in temperature from them sleeping just on the ground. How I demonstrated leadership throughout this project. Learning. This project was new. I had never done anything like this before. No sewing, knitting, anything like that. So the idea of weaving these bags into something like this was completely new. So I had to be humble enough to learn from others around me that had more experience as I try to lead this project anyway. Throughout empathy, I showed empathy throughout by helping out my team. My team members, they did sacrifice. I had to be there to help me out throughout this entire process. So I needed to chat with them and understand how they were feeling so I could better help them. I tried to do this by offering rides or gathering them whenever I could, as well as trying to provide them with an environment where they could feel seen and heard and hopefully have a good time as well as doing good work. The authenticity, I decided to try to just focus on one of my values is just trying to be kind. And that's what I wanted to focus this project on. I don't want this project to be about me getting my leadership project done. I wanted to focus this project on what we were actually doing, the benefit that we were giving people. So I try to have the entire project to be focused around the benefit that we were giving and not about me completing my project. How I helped demonstrate drive is as I worked with leadership and drive, this goes right along with authenticity, I wanted them to know that why we were there, that my team, that we were working to help the homeless people and not to help me finish my project. So I wanted to have the entire focus and drive be on what we could accomplish and the good that we could do for them. This project was a great way to stretch myself. I learned that in my leadership style, I love working in a team to accomplish a goal. The hands-on experience of actually really working with my team and helping others outside of their team, like the homeless people that we will be giving these pads to, or just helping my team have a good time working throughout this project, is where I feel like I thrive as a leader. That was a great enjoyment to me. Where I feel like I struggled as a leader in this project would be a more decisive decision maker. Sometimes I was uncertain of exactly which direction I was going to be sending this project, and I need to be willing to lean on my team more. I feel like I don't want it to be a bother because I knew that they were sacrificing to help me, but I need to realize that they are willing to help me out and learn to use them and utilize them better. Some strengths and weaknesses I learned from this project. For some of the strengths I learned as a leader is flexibility in dealing with setbacks. I initially started a different project, and I planned, basically the first 4 weeks of the semester, I planned on doing that project, and then it just fell through, and I was not going to be able to get done within the time frame of this class. So I had to pivot, and I had to find something new, and I had to do it pretty quickly. So I learned that I am able to pivot and find different things and deal with these hard setbacks that I thought would maybe have just destroyed me. I learned that another one of my strengths is learning. I do like to learn from other people. As I said, this project was completely new. It was something I really had no experience with, but I felt like I was able to learn from people around me to be able to become better enough so that I could complete this project to the best of my abilities. Some of my weaknesses, I'd say, would be communication. I feel like I try to communicate exactly what we needed to do, but as I said, With the project switch up, I feel like I did not let people know as much information as they probably should have known about the project that we had switched to. And to go right along with that would be planning for the future. If I had been able to realize that my initial project was going to have as many issues as it did with the logistics of it, then maybe I could have been able to shift sooner than I did and could have accomplished more on the current project that I'm working on. And I would like to be more team focused in the future. Like I said, I don't like being a burden to other people because I knew they're helping me, so I feel like I tried to do too much logistics and planning without leaning on them. And if I would have been able to bring them into the fold more, I could utilize their strengths even more to help them and us deliver a better overall project experience. I want to thank you for your time. This was an amazing learning experience, and I learned so much from it. And I hope to continue to use the lessons I learned from this project as I hopefully continue to work with this group to do more good.